Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas for UFC 207 alongside Ray Borg, Dong Young Kim, Tarek Safadine, Luis Smolka, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion Amanda Nunes. Obviously, the last time we saw you was a disappointing night for you with the loss to Brandon Moreno. I know you've talked about it a lot. I'm just wondering if you still dwell on it. Do you still think about it a lot, or have you officially moved on? Can you only move on once you fight this fight?
I don't know. It comes and goes, you know. I try not to dwell on it too much, but when you think about it, it does kind of hurt still.
How long did it take for you to turn the page? Because it looked, you were devastated in the cage, right? I mean, you expected, everyone expected you to win that fight. How long did you kind of let it sulk and then move on?
Drank for about a month.
Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of like, I started drinking a bunch of scotch, and I was like, you know, being all depressed and crying in a corner and stuff.
For real?
But, yeah, kind
By
of.
yourself?
Yeah, by myself. Just
Okay.
like, just in a corner, in a dark room, you know.
You guys don't get that.
No, we do.
No, you don't, because you think you do. No, you're around us and you think you do. Okay, what do you weigh right now?
At the moment,
At the bone.
I think like 180 something.
All right, I want to see it 155
I don't
by
want-
the next time I fight.
Why not just fight at 185?
Well, that's hey, you've read my book, okay? Okay, that's the next step. Now we're not talking about anything,
Okay.
okay? But what I'm trying to say is, for you to be a UFC champion, okay, you have to be at 55. So next fight, I want you. You know, that's one thing I'd love for the. You know what? Let's make this a challenge. Okay. The next fight, every one of you guys, I want you guys to lose 20 pounds.
Does a picture keep coming when you think about fighting Ronda December 30th, UFC 207? How do you envision beating her?
Honestly, I have a lot of ways,
Okay.
you know, to this fight can go. And I keep like I said for the UFC 200, keeping my patience and then wait for the best moment. I know she's gonna do the mistake and I will capitalize.
You think early?
Maybe early,
Okay.
and I really don't know. I'm excited, you know. This is the one thing that I like to see how the fights go, to try to finish as fast as I can.
Do you think this will be her last fight?
I think so. How things go, she don't know how to do it, media, everything. How big she is, she don't know how to do it. This, I think, is going to be the nice one.
And final thing for me, do you think this moment, you know, when you win the fight, they put the belt back on your waist, will it feel better than the 200 win because of who it is, because of how big this fight is, or do you think nothing will ever top that moment back in July?
That moment was amazing. But this one, I really going to prove everybody I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
You know? And then I think it's going to be big because everybody's going to start to respect me as a champion.
He's got this self-perceived image of himself of, one, to be an alpha, so he's got to perceive that. He's got to put that out there to everybody. You got to be real loud about it. And two, to also be a savage in his own head. I'm a savage. I'm gonna break your jaw. I'm crazy. I got loud tattoos. I act crazy. I look mean. I'm mad. I got dad issues. All this stuff. So he's got to portray that. He's got to put that show on for all you guys. I mean, that's what makes him look tough. For me, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be myself. He wants to act that way, he can, but we've got a date. The fight's happening. Whether I go after him or try to fight him on that stage or not, we're fighting. So what's the point of doing all that? To me, it's a waste of energy. Be calm right now. You know, let me give you some tips, Cody. Be calm right now. Calm yourself down, relax, because the fight's happening, buddy. So, you know, save your energy.
Back in the day, Ronda would literally do anything we asked her to do. Anything. And if the guys wouldn't do something, she would pick up the ball and do it herself. So for her to ask for something like this, how can I say no to that? You know? There are a lot of things that suck about this. Yeah, it's you know, yeah, we're in a pretty crazy position, but you know, she's one of the greatest ever to do it. She's done a lot for this company. She's done a lot for the sport. She's done a lot for women in the sport, and this is what she asked for. So she's never asked for much. She asked for this, and we said yes. Yeah, you know, there was a lot of talk about, you know, Amanda wasn't represented in the videos and the commercials and all the things that we did. You know, there's only so many dollars you can spend to promote a fight. So obviously, you know, if you have to go with, is it Ronda heavy? Absolutely, it's Ronda heavy. It absolutely makes sense. If Amanda Nunes wins on Friday night, everybody will know who Amanda Nunes is.
But as far as her not doing the meet, she appears to be in phenomenal shape. We have not seen her weigh in since November of 2015, and there she is, the former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion Ronda Rousey weighing in. And she hits her mark. Ronda Rousey 135, and she storms off. Justin Buckholz. Cody Garbrandt free-balling it right now. 135 for Cody Garbrandt. He hits his mark. He is official for tomorrow night's title fight. One half of the co-main event. Cody No Love Garbrandt. Team Alpha Male's own Justin Buckholz, his head coach.
5 seconds right here, Cody. 5, 4.
Grabbing a bit of a stare there. Look at that smile. So happy to be here, just 25 years young. Cody No Love Garbrandt, ready for his big title fight, his very first. Here she comes, the Lioness, Amanda Nunes. No flex zone here, she's reminded. She is the woman who will get the opportunity to fight Ronda Rousey on Friday night. Of course, she is flanked by her. Oh, there is a fight. Something is going on backstage. There is a fight backstage. There's a fight going on in the hallways. I heard some expletives. I heard some things being thrown. There is a fight occurring outside. There's a fight occurring in the hallway. Something is going on in the hallway.
135.
Amanda Nunes hits the mark.
We're in Cruz fighting outside.
Cruz and Garbrandt are fighting outside. Excuse me. Something occurred in the hallway. Here comes Dominick Cruz, Bantamweight champion.
135.
135 for the champion. Look at that look on his face. He is determined, ready to prove his point once again. One of the great stories of 2016. Dominick Cruz returning to capture his crown.
Amanda Nunes! Official weight 135 for the champion!
And you had the unique opportunity to then sit back and watch the championship fight. Give us your initial thoughts on Cody Garbrandt's performance.
I'm impressed. You know, I thought Cruz was getting into his head so much and having his buddies in his corner, man, or whoever it was getting in his head and trying to get his feathers ruffled. And for him to keep his composure the way he did, I was really impressed.
And he had a couple words for you when he finished.
Yes.
What did you think? I mean, were you expecting that? I mean, is there any hard feelings there? What did you think about it?
I don't have hard feelings. I'm sure it's going to be played up big time for all the drama and stuff. No hard feelings. I mean, maybe a little bit of with the unnecessary trash talk when I'm not even fighting him. You know what I mean? But all I can say is thank you, because now I'm going to get a title shot. You know, I mean, for sure with the drama leading up to this is thank you.
Dominick, obviously a tough night for you tonight.
What was tough about it?
Walking away with the loss, of course.
Loss is part of life. If you don't have loss, you don't grow. This isn't tough. This is life. Look, guys, I've been fighting the best guys in the world for the past 10 years, top 2 in the world. I've been on the pound-for-pound list for a long time. Even when I was hurt with triple ACL reconstructive surgeries, there was a target on my back. I had to come back and fight through it. This was no different. This was just another fight that I had to challenge myself. I knew that he was going to be good. I said that leading into it. He knew I was going to be good. And that's what it is when you're champion. Somebody else has the target on their back. Now I get to chase the target for once. That's how it goes. It's okay, you know. We've seen the best in the world lose it, and we've seen the best in the world gain it back. I've seen Michael Bisping lose countless times, and look at him. He's got the title right now. Whoever thought Michael Bisping would have the title, and he's got it. There's one example. Daniel Cormier lost a title. He's somebody I very much look up to. He's an Olympian. He's a savage. He came back and won the title. This happens, but we're all competitors here, and it's a game of inches. He beat me by a couple inches tonight, and that's okay. The beginning of the fight, for 8 weeks of interviews, that's entertainment. After the fight, talking, the people who are happy that I lost right now, that's entertainment. This is a game where if you don't have people that dislike you, then you don't know what it feels like to be liked. And I've definitely had a lot of dislike thrown at me in this game. But I also feel a lot of love. There's some look in the eyes of some kids that I got to see leading into this fight that almost brought tears to my eyes just because I could feel that positive energy from them. That's what this thing's about, is influence on others and making positive influence and making people better around you. I feel like I'm still doing that, win, lose, or draw. That's my goal. That's the gift God gave me, to be able to face some of these athletes, the best in the world, for a very long time. TJ wants next. I have no problem with that. The guy's very good himself. We've had our exchange of words, and I wouldn't take back one thing that I've said about anybody in the division. I'm not sorry for anything. I never lied about one thing. I never criticized any one person about anything that I didn't believe was true. Everything that I said was statistically a fact. So how am I the mean guy if I'm telling the truth? Because nobody likes to hear the truth. Oh well, here I am, dealing with the truth right now. I lost, and I'm going to take it like a man.
You know what? I was having so much fun in there. I kind of just got caught up in the fight. And, he's hurt a lot. I could have jumped on him, took his back, knocked him out, but he's tough. He's here for a reason. He's the best in the world, and he's done what he's been able to do. It's Dominick Cruz, And, I knew he was tough. He's got a big old head, so I know he can absorb a lot of punishment. And he was tough, We were talking back and forth every time we'd hit one of each other, and I loved it. That was fun. I remember looking in the third round when he had blood spewing down his face, and like I said, he was chattering back and forth with me the whole fight, and I said, "You having fun yet?" And he didn't answer me, and I knew right there that was my fight.
She thinks she's a boxer, He put this thing in her head and make the girl believe in that. I don't know why he did that. She have a great judo, and then she can go more far away in this division. But he put some crazy thing about his boxing, and then her career started going down, and that's why I went there. I'm the real striker here, and this is the only thing I wanna look at him to say.
Kind of back to your last comment, do you think that's it for Ronda? Do you think she retires? Do you think that's it for her?
Yeah, that's it for her. For sure, she's going to retire. She can't take anymore. If she wanted the rematch, I'm going to do the same thing because she can take my punches. I will take the belt from Brazil, but like I said to him, USA opened the door for my career. If I'm in Brazil, I'm already stop fighting because I struggle in there, Nobody look at me, and then people don't sponsor me, don't do anything. I have to leave Brazil fast. And then when I come to USA, everything's changing, My career started to go to the next level. And I will go to Brazil, but I love USA, and I will keep both in first place because this country here was the country changed my life. Thank you so much, USA.